How's everyone doing? Welcome back to Mindless Crafting. This is Bill speaking. Today we're going to talk about the difference between PNG files and JPEG files. Now, what are those? Most times when we think of JPEG files, we think of traditional pictures, the photographs you've seen for years. Characteristically, when you see them, they're JPEG files. I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, if I was to actually pull them up, I'm going to go to Photoshop. This is a JPEG file. See how it's the image of this pencil, but it has that white border around it. Anything that's associated with the image. This is the JPEG. Okay, now the PNG is this. It is the actual image, but surrounding it is a transparent, clear image. Now, what does that mean? Okay, I have these two files on top of each other. If I rotate this top image around the JPEG, I'm rotating the JPEG, you can see the kind of the barest underlining of the PNG image underneath, right? But the outside that surrounds the top image of the JPEG, the white won't allow you to see what's underneath clearly. That's because this JPEG has the entire solid casing around the pencil. Okay, if I switch these images, let me turn this one back. Okay, I'm going to switch the images. I'm going to now put the PNG on top. Okay, see how that looks? Now if I'm going to take this JPEG and turn it, excuse me, PNG and turn it around. See the difference? There's no wider outer casing. So you can see clearly anything that's underneath. So no matter how you resize it or whatever, you can still see it. But if I switch these layers and move the top one to the bottom, no matter what I do to this, I can make it the top JPEG image small or whatever. That wider image is still interfering. So if you were going to make a scene, this would not look good. Okay? Now let's go to LibreOffice. Now I'm going to show you how this will look, because most of you, if you followed my other tutorials, you've seen how we've taken LibreOffice right here and we've created our folder first. I created this folder right here called My Digi Files, right? So if I click on it, you can see on the inside I have a JPEG pencil. You can see this border surrounding it right here. And I have a PNG pencil. See the difference? Okay? Now, I can do one of several things to get this in here. I can go up to the top right here where it says Insert. Click Insert, Image. And I'm going to go to my folder. It's called My Digi Files. I know it's on my desktop right here. So I'm going to look for My Digi Files. And here it is right here. Here are the pencils. So I'm going to go, I'll pull the JPEG in first. Fine. So if I go like this, I'm going to make it smaller, grabbing the edges. Okay. Now I'm going to go back up here again, hit Insert, Image. Now I'm going to pull in my PNG. Now, since the PNG is on top, we can easily see every aspect of this JPEG underneath the PNG. But if I click on this, right click, go to Arrange, Bring Forward, or Bring to Front, either one, you can't even see hardly any aspect except that bare tip right here. Okay, I would have to literally pull this down. The JPEG image, the border around it, it won't allow you to see what's underneath. So I'll have to literally, if I wanted to work with a JPEG and or a PNG together, I would have to bring this to the front now. arrange, bring forward. See how that works? So if I get rid of this, the bottom one altogether, the JPEG altogether, and I want to duplicate this right here. So I'm going to go copy, paste. And I moved it over. So now I have two of them. So now if I go to I double click, I click on this again until the red turns yellow or gold, whatever that is. Now I'm going to go to the corners. I'm going to turn that like this. I'm going to drag it over. See how that works? Okay. And so I just wanted you to see what the difference was between PNGs and JPEGs and why you should love PNGs or transparent digital images while working with them so you can create scenes. This is a very, very exciting thing to do when you're using digital images. And one more thing I want to talk about. Someone asks how do you resize? Let's talk about that for a second. I'm going to resize this by grabbing the edge. When it's red, the dots have to be red around the image. Because if I click on this and they turn gold, I can't grab anything. See what I'm saying? I can't do it. So I have to click on it till it turns red. Now if I grab the corner and this keep ratio box right here is checked, everything keeps the same ratio of height to width as I enlarge it or make it smaller. Okay, but now once again, if I grab the sides, whether it's the bottom, top, or either side, when I pull it over, it completely changes everything. And just remember, if you don't like the way that looks, and you want to get back to the exact size that you came from, come right here to this undo. Here's undo and redo. It's blue because that's the only move you can make. So if I click that, it goes back to the original size. Okay? So just to recap what we've gone over briefly, we made sure that at the beginning, we had a folder on our desktop where we kept all of our files. And if we didn't, quite obviously you know how to make a folder, name it, and now you have it. Okay, but I don't need that now, so I'm going to get rid of it. But make sure you have a folder. That's mine. I named it My Digifiles. Once I have it, I make sure my downloads are inside of here. I find that the easiest way is once I download them to copy and paste it. Copy and paste it into that file. You know, you can drag or drop, but copy and pasting seems to be easier. Now, if you have any questions on anything that we've gone over, just leave the questions in the bottom and in the comment section. I'll answer those. So we went over that, how to make sure we have a file on our desk. We went over understanding the difference between JPEGs and PNGs. We also went over resizing strategies, how to grab the edge, what have you. Now, any questions, let me know. Until then, y'all have a wonderful evening. If you like the video, please considering give us a thumbs up and or subscribing. Thank you very much.